Hi, I have several friends in army and some of them are in the training side where they actually shape the soldiers and higher rank officials on several duties, including wartime duty. I was having a conversation with one of them. It turned out to be quite interesting. I asked the person, who is a friend of mine, which is the best time for you to handhold and actually train your people? Because I have seen several videos of them being trained, what we call as in peacetime. He said, Prakash, training in peacetime is just a portion of the real shaping up. The actual training happens when the action unfolds on the field, because that's when we dive really deep into several leadership aspects, specifically for those in the higher ranks. Because there's a time of crisis, there's a time when all the strategies that you might have learnt on paper, it gives a time for the mentor or the coach or the trainer to check whether you're actually practicing all of them and give you course corrections. I asked them, wouldn't you have to just leave them alone for them to complete the work because there is a crisis? He gave me an example. He later retired to become a corporate trainer. He said, Prakash, let's see that we are training some people or coaching or mentoring people during normal work hours, normal times. And we give them a lot of leadership insights. And they all theoretically grasp all this. When a situation, a crisis happens, say for example like the COVID pandemic that we are going through, this is actually a time when the coaches and mentees need to be much more closely monitored, handholding given, support given. They go through a lot of mental stress, tensions, because their jobs may be at stake. Jobs of several of the team members be at stake. The company's future may be at stake. Under such hard situations, will they be able to think through calmly and practice all your strategy, all that learning, all that execution techniques that you have shared with them? And even if they are practicing, if it doesn't produce the desired results, where will they go to? That's why you will find that when you want to become a commercial pilot, it is not sufficient you just get a flying license. That won't do good. That is only the starting portion. You must have clocked a minimum of thousands of hours, maybe 5,000 hours or 10,000 hours as a co-pilot before you actually are given the control of a flight on your own. What does it mean? It means that whether it is succession planning or leadership development or coaching and mentoring, the time that you spend in shaping their thinking is best tested when they're going through a crisis. That's when they are under confusion. They may not be making the right steps. That is exactly when, either in person or in remote or through any other means, you are in touch with them so that they have a bouncing board to talk to. Are they taking the right decisions or are they just emotional knee-jerk reactions? And look through it much more subjectively, analytically. Take balanced decisions in all the way. Go through all the leadership parameters that might be suited to them at that point of time and come through like glittering gold, which is put through the fire. I thought that the input that he gave to me is quite meaningful. It is something that many of the corporates miss out. There are a few corporates I'm very happy that I work with are very, very proactive. In one of my recent conversations, one of the corporate leaders said, this is the time I want Prakash, many of my leaders to be much more closely trained, because this is the time to really shape their thinking, to handle crisis and come out much more stronger, much more wiser. And of course, there are a few organizations which sees it as a customary budgetary cost-cutting exercise and then put the specifically the mentoring, coaching, leadership and development or succession planning activities into the back burner. Such activities are not expenses, they are investment to the future. Would you switch off the flight engine after you take off? Surely not. Likewise, use this time wisely, whether it's internal coaching or mentoring, external coaching or mentoring. Find a way in which you can resize all the activities, but do not give up on that habit because this is the time that your team needs this the most. With these kind of inputs, it will be easy for you to survive the onslaught, which is expected to last anywhere between 9 to 12 months. It's a continuously unfolding mystery. What is going to happen 1 week from now, 1 month from now, many of us are not able to predict. This is the time when the mentee and the mentor, the coachee and the person who is coaching have to be in this journey together and ensure that you are able to survive the onslaught, stabilize, and then surge ahead. Wish you all the best. Thank you.